Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Let's go ahead and make sure you all can hear me. If you would go ahead and just let me know that in the comments box, I would greatly appreciate it. Nothing worse than talking to myself. Thank you. I do appreciate that. All right, welcome to Market Mornings, brought to you by WealthBuildersHQ.com. We're going to dive right in, folks. We got a ton of stuff to hit up today. Keep in mind that nothing we do today, nothing we look at today is for advice or recommendation. It is all for educational purposes only. All right. So what a day, huh? Goodness gracious. As we, as we look at the markets, what's going on out there, let's see. Let's flip. Oh, well, actually, let's do that. Let's take a look at the markets. How about that? So we've got the ES, which is the S&P 500, and I actually have my drawing tools prepared today. Here's Friday's close. Here's Sunday night's open. I got last night, I don't know, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock or so. I'm looking at the markets, and I see that we had that little pop up, but it's just been kind of sideways. It's like, okay, nothing really there. I mean, good. Again, we're up, so better than nothing, but then we kind of went sideways. We had a big correction coming out of the European market, and we've recovered a little bit now in there, right? Kind of an upside down H pattern between here, and here, right? So boom, boom, boom in there. So an inverted, or actually it is an H, not upside down. It is an H pattern. So overall right now, we're up 13 points on the S&P. Not crazy, but I'll take it, right? But when you look at the overall chart, S&P is not looking very strong. So we look at the YM, the Dow is the darling right now. They're up 220 points. They're crushing it to the upside. NASDAQ is down 50 points. What the bleep? Yep, they're down about 50 points right now. I'm sure OmniCrap has something to do with it. You can see they kind of opened flat, and then they took that dive, and they just have not recovered yet. And then there was an overvalue on Friday as well that they've got to deal with. So Russell, the RTY, they're up right now about 14 points. Where is we at? Let's call it 2,200. I'm just looking here to see on my border. I've got my list of all my RUT contracts. My next upcoming one, I am nowhere near it. We're kind of in the middle again, so that's a beautiful thing. Bitcoin, what the heck happened? Woo! What a flipping move. Holy mackerel. Right? I'm good with it. Actually, go baby go. Yeah, I own a bunch of it at a much lower price. So you can drop down more because I'm ready. I'm loaded in my account with cash waiting to buy more. So I'm okay with that. But they're down 5,200 points right now. Gold. Flight to safety. Let's see. So gold overall has been on a slide today with the Dow up. Then we have crude oil. A little bit of a pop, 68.25. We're up $2 a barrel, which is a decent move. A couple of percentage points there. It's about 3%. And then nat gas has about a 9.5% slide to the downside. So there we go. I'm happy with that. So what I'd like you to do, guys and gals, ladies and gentlemen, cats, dogs, whoever's watching, what did you guys do last week? Let me know the trades that you took last week. How'd you do? How'd your trading go on Friday? And were any of them the trades that we talked about in here? Drop them down in the comments section for me. I would appreciate it. All right. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at today's trades lineup. Let's look at the trades we've got for today for our candidates. All right, so Coinbase, COIN is the very first one. What is going on with Coinbase? Actually, I'm going to make this full screen. I've got the option chain on another page. I'll pull it in as I need to. I'm very much a detailed person and trying to track what I do. I made up a little tracking sheet for me. For us here, I'll add some stuff to it along the way. I'm going to build it out as a trade setup sheet for me as well. But I think this is going to help a lot. I'll be taking notes on each of the candidates as we go through. They do have weekly options available on them. They are down right now 12 points. They're all down. It's all based on what Bitcoin is doing. So Coinbase, big company. Let's go take a look at what the Coinbase are doing. Good. Alan said he killed it on Netflix. That is awesome, Alan. I am stoked to hear that. Good job. I love Netflix. One of my favorite companies these days is Netflix. All right, so you can see where we were on Friday's close. Yowzer on Coinbase, huh? And right now we're down at 253, so we're somewhere about here. So I am looking at a bear call spread on Coinbase, possibly a put, which would be long, right? So I would need to come back up to the 259, call it 260 level and fail to take anything to do with the put trade. For the credit spread, I would want to be somewhere above that 290 level. I mean, if I can get above 271, that would be even better, but I just don't think we'll get enough there on that option at this point. So we got Coinbase, COIN, right? Then from there, we have EA, Electronic Arts. They got an upgrade from Citi. They're up about $1.74 right now. If we go look at EA, and we got a great channel on EA going there. Right now, they have weekly options, by the way. Right now, they're at 127. So they're up here. Come back and retest the 125 on the bounce, and there's the potential entry. And what we're looking at is a bull put spread or a call, a long call option there. But if it's either one of them, going to weekly options. But on these long positions, because they're news driven, I'm in and out today. It's a day trade only at best. All right. From there, let's go take a look at FDS. FDS has been, they were added to the or are being added to the S&P 500. They were up a little bit. Now they're flat. Monthly options, I'm going to pass on them. There's nothing I would do, but there are some new additions, and there are some being taken off of the S&P 500 also. GCP is our next candidate. Now, GCP, they're up $3.72. There's a merger that they're talking about with these guys. So monthly options on them. I'd be looking at a bull put spread. I would not be doing, and you got 11 days left until expiration. All right. So as long as I can get some decent premium, 250 increments, not bad. If these spreads don't tighten up during the market open, I am not interested at all. 930 by $12, you can no, not interested at all, my friends. All right, so that's GCP. KSS, which is Kohl's. They're being urged by one of their shareholders, a big shareholder, owns 1%, I guess, to sell the company. So that's driven them up a little bit. They're up $2, which is about 4%. I do like Kohl's as a company right now, 50.5. So I need to pull back to that 48. Caution for me to take a directional trade. What I'd be looking at is a bull put spread below 48 on Kohl's, and I think that's very doable. And they're only up $2, so we shouldn't see that big of a move. We could figure what that is. So what did I say, below 48? Yeah, 48. So right now we would get 48, 47, 20 to 60, 40 cents. 48 would be 46. We're looking at about 30 cents for a $1 spread, even with the move. So if this holds, folks, I'm all over this. I put a little, and there are weeklies on it, of course. So I put a little indication on my tracking sheet that this is a big one for today. Right? So that's KSS. Let's see. LCID. They've been in the news a lot lately. Oh, they're down again. What happened? Is it Ford? Is it? Nope. This is the SEC. They got a subpoena. So apparently there's something not good in paradise. They're down about $8. I'll be looking at this one for a bear call spread, possibly a put. And then you got MSTR. MSTR does have weekly options on it. It's Bitcoin. That's what's going on. MicroStrategy is Bitcoin. So I would be looking at a bear call spread, possibly a put option. Nvidia. Love me some Nvidia. Nvidia, they've got someone that they're, we'll call it merger, someone that they're buying, I believe it is, that they're merging in, and they're having some issues with the deal. So they're down a little bit on that, about $11. Again, I'm a big fan of Nvidia. Tremendous fan of Nvidia. So right now they're sitting at 296. So they're right here about that 300 level. If they break the 300, you got 293 target. But I'm looking at, more than likely, this is going to be a bear call spread only. I'm just not crazy about where the 100-point level is. That 300 and then 293 is a little tight for Bitcoin. I mean, for Nvidia. Right, Nvidia moves $16 a day. Right, so there's plenty of movement opportunity, but this is just a little too tight. It's only $7 there. So bear call spread on Nvidia. And let's go ahead and riot. Oh, wait a second. That wasn't us. That was the government telling people to riot. Ba-dum-bum. So they're down to almost $3 right now. It's Bitcoin issue, of course, blockchain. Right, so they're down 284 right now. So let's go look at riot. I know it's a big one. A lot of traders look at this. It is a lower price Bitcoin component. So, and when I say component, it's tradable because of cryptos. So you're not buying into the Coinbase of the world, which is hundreds of dollars. So right now, 28.64 on the close. We're at 25.80. So look where we are. Go figure, right at a fib line. How did that happen? Right at the dang fib line. So I would look for bear call spread above 30. All right, next is Sam. Hey guys, I know a bunch of you got in here a little bit later, so let me know how did your trades do on Friday? Did you take any of the candidates that we talked about? Did you take any others? Which is great. If you did, let me know. Drop those in, please. So Sam, SAM, Boston Beer, right? They got an upgrade from Cohen today. They're up $5, 1.17%. My only concern is hashtags, right? They're just one print, single trade, just tiny, all right? Or one price. It's just they indicate it's a single price. They only have monthly options available on them, so I'll be looking at a bear bull put spread on them. Not my most exciting candidate because they are monthlies. And then lastly, we've got Square, SQ. So Square is also Bitcoin related. So they're down about $3.50 right now. So if we look here, they've already been getting hammered. I mean, just plummeted. We watched these guys in power option plays. They're down at 177 right now. So if we do the scrunch. All right, so here's the setup, folks. It's going to be a bear call spread, and let's go look this one over, and then it's or a put, okay? So if we look, let's pull that in play. All right. Everything is going to be this week. So if we look here, all right, so we're down $4. Probably not going to affect us that much. Yeah, if we look at the 182.5 would be the put I would be looking to buy. It's right now 720 by 80. Right now, this was the close on Friday, unless Trade Stations updated some already. But 720 by 820 is our closing price. 770 is the mid, so we could look for that 770 on our fill price. Yeah, so that would be my long but I need that retest, right? I need it to come back up and retest that 180.5 and roll back over. Right? And right now it's at 177.5. So $3. Quick little pop, roll over. And it doesn't have to hit 180.5. Just be in the right neighborhood. Be in New York, not in, California. Just be in the right neighborhood. Right? So there's the put long. Now, if we're looking at a credit spread, I'm looking at the credit spread above 181. Let's see what we got here. 82.5. So as of Friday, we could have gotten $1.25 for the 182, 185 bear call spread. We won't get that today. We'll probably get $1. But $1 on a 250 spread, that's what? I don't know. Is it 60%? Whatever it is. I mean, it is, I'm guessing here. It's too early to do math. Cash in my pocket would be $1 divided by $1.50, 66%. Wow, good guess, Rob. All right. So 66% on it. So I'm looking at bear call spread, and I'm looking at a potential long put on Square. I like Square, like them a lot. When I say like them, I don't care if they go up or down. I like them as a tradable company. That's what I care about. There's opportunities in there over and over again to trade. All right. Excellent. So what candidates do you guys want me to look at? Drop them in the chat box there, and we'll go check those out for you. What are you looking at for today, folks? Help me help you. Actually, help me. Give me the candidates. Maybe I find something that I like, and I can trade it as well. All right, let's go ahead and move some stuff around, including these. All right, so Alex, I'm looking to go long Nvidia. If it drops to 288-ish, what are your thoughts? They have an investors conference on Thursday the 9th. All right, good to know. So let's go back to Nvidia. If I spelled it properly would be good. All right, so that's always helpful. All right, so I'm looking at going long on Nvidia if it drops to 288-ish. So where are we at right now? Let's see, NVDA. So we're at 295 right now. All right, so here's my first thoughts on Nvidia. Getting me down to 288 puts me into a neutral bias, Kevin. For my style of trading, it goes against the grain. All right. I would be happy to day trade it off of the 274 up to 293. But when I'm in a neutral bias, I'm not really interested. For me, I am more about, the buy low, sell high motto. I'm more about buy high, sell higher. Right. So I would rather be above our zero line, which is 323.10. I'd rather be up there looking at the trade than on that downside there. I don't have any support here. You may be looking at something different than I am as far as support levels, but I'm not seeing anything at that 288 level. It is Nvidia, right? Yeah. So I'm looking at, get me back above the 323 to go long up to 340. And once again, let me see if I can find this real quick. I know where we're going to open up. Okay, good. This page here. Oh, perfect. I'm there. That's because I did the video this morning. Here, these 14 trades are the trades that we took in power option plays from last week, right? And all of them have worked extremely well. When I say all of them, the week worked out extremely well. It was actually our most profitable week of the year was last week, right? Which you get these tremendous moves and the whipsaws back and forth. As long as your setup is correct, you pull back to an area, you retest and bounce, whether it's support or resistance, you get great opportunities. Our biggest trades, we had two big ones, Booking and Adobe. Adobe was amazing, right? PayPal was a swing trade for us. But all of this, Kevin, right? We follow what I do in power option plays. And so I don't take anything down in this level. So I would be cautious personally with it there. Now, I don't know anything about the investors conference, good, bad, or indifferent. I do trade Nvidia. I'm personally waiting for it to be back above 323 to take an intraday trade, because even on a day trade, Kevin, right, my 8 moving average is too far down already, right? I never want the moving average to be more than 25% away from my fib line, right? And that's this green line right here. So we are well below that. So at that point, the moving average is too far away. I lost the value of trying to trade between the moving average and that 308. So it is 318 to 3. It's about $10. We move $15, $16 a day. So that's not ideal, but it would work. But it's just a little too tight for me. So I hope that helps, Kevin. Sean's looking at Home Depot. All right, let's go see where the depot is. No less needed, just Home Depot. So we're up a little bit right now. We're up about $4 on the depot right now. It moves 16 to about $8 a day. Yeah, so it needs the pullback, right? And the ideal thing here. So Kevin, look at this one, right? So you see the 404.59 level. We've got the 8 moving average there. I've got a confluence. The 404.59 is the 0.236 on the fibs. 236 has a one-word meaning. If you don't know it, write it down. It is hesitation. Hesitation. We're going to hesitate at that level, right? And now I've got a confluence in there. So if I can get a pullback like we did on Friday and a bounce, there's the opportunity up to 416 and a half. Let's see. Yeah, I don't need fib in there. So up to 416 and a half on Home Depot. So there you go with that one, Sean. Kevin, you're quite welcome. UNH. So United Healthcare, we got that down as a bullish bias. Let's look at where UNH is right now. All right, so slop. Lots of caution. See the hash mark. Big move up, and then we're right back to flat again. So you just can't rely on the pre-market with a company like UNH. So what I do like, Sean, is I've got that 466 as support. I've got my confluence of the 8 and 21 right there. If we get the bounce, my stop would be at about 443 on this. All right. Let's see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, last call for alcohol. Any other candidates you want me to look at? If not, we're good. We're going to call it a wrap, and I am going to go get set up to get going this morning. Be cautious in the markets here today, folks. We've had this whipsaw on the S&P. This up, down, up, down, up, down. So short term is the name of the game right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Right? I hope it was helpful. Listen, before I forget, and I did, guys, I am doing a free training on Thursday at noon. It is called Covered Calls Uncovered. The name of the name of the training is really should have been something like generating cash flow on assets or something like that. Cash flow king or whatever you want to call it. That would have been good. Cash flow king. Because it's not covered calls. It's covered calls, naked puts. It's a strategy I call the Wheel of Fortune. It is diagonal spreads. It is iron condors. These 5 different methodologies for generating cash flow in any market condition. So, and it's the slow and steady wins the race. The turtle beats out the hare, right? So go ahead, Sean. Can you drop that link down in there if you would, please? There you go. Sean just dropped that in. Check that out. Karen's asking for big airplane. Let's see. So we're in a bearish bias, Karen. I'm looking for the move down. You know, ideally retest that 200 level and the move down to 192. All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see all of you at our next update. Ta-ta for now.